So sending so much love to your light. We are in the chrysalis. At least I know I am in the chrysalis. Welcome. Hello. I am in the chrysalis personally. I have no doubt that I am not alone in this as we are journeying through this wild ride of becoming new humans. Here we are in the midst of it all. What I wanted to share is coming through from my book that I'm writing right now, and it's the steps to hello, welcome. It is the steps to awakening. Really, there's 4 or 5 steps that are so necessary to move into this awakening portal. And this is what I'm wanting to offer here today. So what are the steps? What is the journey? And I've said this before, but I'm going to reiterate. And then my plan, if all that is holy is willing, is that I will share the remaining 3 or 4 over the next 3 or 4 days. So if you like what's happening here, I would love it if you would invite your friends to join us. And if you're watching this on YouTube later, like, share, and subscribe. It's how we get the messages to the world. Number one, the key to it all, the launching point that must be mastered within your being to walk this wild, wild ride that we are on. Number 1 is presence. You have to find a state of such fierce presence that you are no longer distorted with what's to come or what has occurred. And a reminder, when you're in the future and you're too far ahead, that is where anxiety is created. And anxiety comes from future projection, right? This is going to happen. It's not going to happen. What if this doesn't happen? When if this happens? What? It's future. And depression is when you're ruminating over the past, things that are complete. I wish I had, if only that had, then this would have, all of those things. Presence, presence, presence. Step 1 for your ascension. And the fierce kind of presence where it is right here, right now, in this moment. And I've said it before, sometimes I'll tap on my chest or I'll tap on the table, just right here, right now. Because 90% of the time in the here and now moment, everything is okay. Everything is always okay. But in the here now moment, it is for you to be in the remembrance that everything is okay. So from that place, and only from that place, and we stay in presence for a couple of reasons. Because we're focused here. Because 90% of the time, everything's okay. You can find your center. You can get back to steady ground. And we stay in presence because that is how the universe most graciously, gracefully communicates with us. The universe communicates through signs, through symbols, through awareness. You turn on the radio, you hear a song, you are driving, you see it on the billboard. Well, there's not billboards here, but you see it on a sign. You see the woodpecker or the crow that keeps dropping into my life. Crow left me this at my door this morning just to remind me, right, that they're present and that magic is afoot here and that everything is working for me. And in that presence, like if I hadn't been present, I might have walked right over it when I stepped out of the door this morning to catch the sunshine. So presence brings you to being able to gather the communion, the communication that's happening with you, for you, through you, all the time from the universe, right? When you're in presence, you can grab the information. When you're in presence, you also have the capacity to be in your highest frequency. You have the capacity to choose your highest frequency, because in every moment you are choosing. You are choosing how you're going to feel. You're choosing how you're going to vibrate. You're choosing what you're going to create. And I'm not saying this is easy. From my own personal journey, Halo loves to come in on the lives these days. From my own personal journey, this has been anchored so intently into my being in these last few days, because I have been future projecting and I've been finding fear in the future of the unknown. Instead of standing in the medicine that comes through presence, 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 I know in this now moment that everything is and everything will always be amazing, because I'm a creator. And when I'm not in presence, I forget that. So presence gives you the gift. It is the present. It is true of being able to sustain and maintain a vibration that actually feels good, which puts you in alignment with being the divine creator that you are at soul level, keeps you out of anxiety, keeps you out of depression, and it keeps you in that magic realm of co-creation and communication with the universe, to catch the signs and the symbols that are all around you, to know where your next directives, your next step is. And that's the other thing. In presence, you know in presence. And if you don't have a clear indicator as to what your next step is, then you pause. Right? Presence creates the pause where you know something significant is happening or something significant is awaiting you. But if the next step has not been made clear, then you are in the pause. And I will tell you, because I'm in it, that pause is so freaking uncomfortable sometimes. Right? And so here's the old programming, at least from my perspective, and I'm sure I'm not alone in this. The old perspective is I'm going to control my environment, because if I control my environment, then I feel safe, right? Because most of us grew up in some aspect of chaos, of survival instead of thrival, right? And so what we're unlearning in this time period are the old programs, the old limitations and separations that say, I have to control my environment because if I'm not in control, then I'm not safe. That's the illusion of third dimensionality collapsing in front of you. It's crumbling in your lap. Because the truth is that you are always safe. You are source, you are sovereign, you are one with and of, and you are the creator and the creation of it all. So when we move out of that generating mindset of I better be doing or better figure it out because that's how I'm safe, then we move into a greater level of presence. And in the presence is where divine creation and manifestation has the capacity to be created through you. And if the step has not shown itself, they're saying so loud, they're screaming it, then you are to pause and to wait for the moment of the great reveal, for the very next step to present itself to you, to present itself through you, because in the next moment, in the next breath, the clarity of where it is you are to step will be revealed through you. Do you trust? And trust brings us to step 2, which I will bring to you tomorrow. But for now, one foot in front of the other, you await the directive of the next step, and you will know it is the step for you, because in your presence you will receive the signs and the symbols of the universe, and you will feel the vibratory resonance in your being that this is the right next step. And if the right next step has not appeared, then you are in the sacred pause, awaiting and trusting. Because everything is always working out for you, and everything is being created through you. Nothing is ever happening to you. You are the creator. You are safe. You are source, and you are sovereign. And now you get to claim that you too are free. I'm sending so much love to your light. I am honored to be here on Earth plane and co-creation, birthing this new Earth. And holy moly, wow, what a ride. We rise together. We're better together. I love you. Presence, presence, presence. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.